What's up guys, it's Silent and I'm here with another video in Egypt. I am in the heart of Cairo on the Asr El Nil bridge. As you can see, I'm walking on it. And this bridge actually has been around since 1931 and it replaced the original bridge that connects the east and west banks of Cairo. And I said, you know what, let me come here, take a little stroll and do a video for you guys, show you the bridge and give you some of my top 10 tips, tricks, and just all around information about traveling to Egypt, spending time in Egypt. I've been here an entire month. I've learned a lot, I've seen a lot, and I just figured let me share it with you guys if you ever plan to come visit here or spend some time in Egypt. Now this bridge is very popular with the locals. They come here and just enjoy the views, as you can see. Woo! I mean, it doesn't get no better than that. Any time of day you'll come and you'll see people walking by, standing here, taking pictures during the morning, during the afternoon, during the night. It gets really busy at night too, actually. But without further ado, let's get into my tips and tricks in traveling to Egypt. Number one on my list is definitely a hot topic here when traveling to Egypt, and that's the haggling, the bargaining, the scammers, as they would say, and just the all-around shopping experience here in Egypt is quite different than it is in the US. Most places you go to, you're gonna be bargaining, you're gonna be haggling, and it's not always a bad thing. Most times there's gonna be a tourist price and a local price. Now the tourist price is probably gonna be 2, 3, 4 times higher than the normal price. And I would recommend for you to always, at least this is my lesson that I've learned, whatever price they give you, at least cut it halfway. So if anyone told me it was 600, I would at least try to get it to 300 pounds. And sometimes you just don't care because something, they might say, this is $10. And to us in the US, $10 is $10. Like, oh wow, I could get this whole outfit for $10. But then when someone from Egypt tells you, no, that really costs $2, you're like, damn, you really got. So on one hand, you might not care because you have it, so to say, but on the flip side, you also don't want to get ripped off. I mean, who doesn't want to save money? I know I want to save money. And you know what? Sometimes you might like the game. For me, it was about, I enjoyed the game with some of the sellers. You know, some of them were really cool. Some of them were funny, so you play the game with them and, oh, you're killing me, oh, no, you're killing me, you know. It's just a fun experience, at least for me. But I will say, being here for an entire month, I definitely got tired of it at a certain point, and I was just like, not happening, brother. And a lot of times, if you do that and you just be like, yeah, I'll come back, I'm not doing it, they will bring it all the way down for you and give you the price that you really want. So with that being said, I also want to say, you know, everyone here is trying to make a living, as with anywhere in the world. So you also don't want to, yeah, you want to be fair to yourself, but you also want to be fair to them because they're just trying to live, they're just trying to make money as well as we are in the US. So just go with what feels right and try to be fair for the both of you. Time almost means nothing in Egypt, at least from my experience. And that can be a good and bad thing. On one hand, I'm like, oh, I love it. You know, you're just living freely whenever. But then there are times where you're on a limit and you need to be somewhere and you need that time to mean something. But I will tell you, a lot of experiences, everything is like, 10 minutes, and 10 minutes really means 1 hour. It happened in the desert. They deserted us in the desert and left us for 10 minutes, and it turned out to be about an hour and change. When we first landed, we had an experience with our passports. Someone took our passports who said they were cops. And I say cops because obviously we didn't know if they were really cops or if we got scammed. They didn't come back till almost, it felt like more than an hour. And throughout the hour of waiting, everyone we approached who worked there, everyone who passed us by that we approached, like, what's going on? Someone took our stuff, everyone's like, it's okay. Everything is okay. Everything is gonna be okay. Everything is relaxed, which is, like I said, which is a good thing, but if you're not used to it, you're not gonna really like it. And then there are some people who are like on time, more on time than you. So you'll get a difference of both, but I've seen more of the time isn't really a thing here. So just keep that in mind and be patient because you're gonna need it. If you are a vlogger in Egypt, you have to be careful where you're filming. For the most part, I've had no issues filming anywhere. I've been through villages, I've been at the monuments, the temples, and all these places have been fine. I had one situation where some cops surrounded me. I didn't even know they were cops, and I was holding onto my camera and they were trying to take it, and I'm like, I ain't letting this shit go because I don't know who you are. And maybe also you might not want to do that because sometimes it might come across as you being aggressive. But I was doing it in a way of like, I'm not letting this go, but okay, I'm calm, I'm staying still, I'm not walking, I'm not running, relax, but I'm still holding on to my camera. Let me know what's going on. So, and that happened in one of the squares, Tahiri Square, I believe is how you say it, and which is just on the other side of this bridge. So I found out you cannot film most of the squares or all of the squares because that's where a lot of the cops are, and you can't film cops. They do not like that. I don't know why. Maybe they think you're talking bad. I'm not quite sure, but watch where you film. Make sure you're not filming at the square or you're not filming any cops. I've heard stories and saw other videos of bloggers where they were filming something really good, but there was a cop in the background. A cop came and made them delete it. So watch where you film. But otherwise, you can pretty much film in most places and enjoy capturing the moments that you're experiencing here in Egypt. As soon as you land at the airport, there are numerous phone companies in the airport. I went with Orange and they were terrific. The first SIM card I got at the airport was, I think, either a 10 gigabyte or 16 gigabyte. I think it was 10 gigabytes. And it cost me 16 bucks. And it lasted me about 8 days. I use the internet a lot here, so I feel like that might have been why it got used up so quick. My friend Robin, who was with me here the first 2 weeks, she got the same card and hers lasted a little longer, maybe 2 weeks instead of the 1 week that it lasted for me. There's a bunch of phone companies here with data plans that are really affordable and cheap. I was really shocked at how long they lasted. You get an Egyptian number so you can call your Egyptian friends if you make any, and you know, you get to do social media, your emails, and you won't feel like you're really in an international, far away from home, you're out of touch. You know, you can still be in touch on your phone. Now for number 5, and I say that as I wipe my sweat with my finger. It gets very, 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 very hot here in Egypt. So I would recommend you pace yourself, relax. You don't have to run through everything. Have a bottle of water, which is crazy that I'm saying that and I don't have my water with me. I normally do. My throat is getting dry, but this is why. You need to always have water with you and you need to pace yourself. And there's not much else I can say about that, but just that it gets hot, pace yourself, and drink water. Stay hydrated. I want to show you my sneakers. Your sneakers will get dirty. I know some people, when they go on vacation, they might like to buy a new pair of sneakers or take their best pairs of sneakers. You can do that, but they are going to get dirty. No matter what you do, no matter how hard you try to keep them clean, they are going to get disgusting. And if you're wearing flip-flops, your feet will get ashy, like my friend Robin. When you travel, sometimes you might want to make some local friends. If you're traveling alone, you don't really know no one, and you want to make some local friends. In my opinion, it is probably, I mean, I haven't been around the whole world, so I don't know, but in Egypt, it has been relatively easy to make friends. And I'm the type of person, I'm more to myself, introverted. I don't really go out of my way to talk to people. But here, people have approached me. I have sort of kind of approached people, and they want to know, like, for instance, I'm walking around with this camera. They want to know what kind of camera. You know, you just start to talk to random people. I met some people at a little island Where else did I meet people? I met some people on social media before I came here, and then I met them in person. I met some people when my bus broke down going to another city. So there's just so many ways that you can meet friends in Egypt. People are extremely friendly. I've been here an entire month, and I am astonished at the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, the love and the connection and the caring of you, and they don't even know you. Like, I've made some really good friends that I know I'm gonna know them for a long time, and I've hung out with them multiple times. It wasn't like I just met them, hung out with them at that time, and didn't see them again. I saw them throughout my entire month here. We've kept in contact, and it's just been amazing. It's been an amazing experience, and I will tell you that I feel like it is easy to meet people here in Egypt.
A few minutes later.
Huh? English. What's your name?
Speak Arabic?
No.
No.
I'm from America. America. Oh!
Hello. You. Hello.
What's your name?
I am 60.
60?
Mark.
Mike? Mike. Frank. Oh. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Say hello to everybody.
You
Hello.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
No,
No.
You gotta be nice.
No.
You have to be nice.
No, I'm
Picture? You want picture? Sure.
Thank you.
Got it.
Wait. $1.
Travel. $1. Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Surah.
Yes? Everyone. Got it.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Wait. Where do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you're wondering, where should I stay? What parts of Egypt? Well, that's the one thing you need to do. You need to narrow down where you want to stay. Or if you're going to travel from different place to different place, you go from there. But I would say in Cairo, which is the center and where most people go to travel, you can get a hotel in Giza, which is near the pyramids. I stayed at the Pyramids View Inn, which, I mean, just look at the view. Even from our window, look at this. Boom. So as you can see, this view is incredible and one of a kind, and there's other hotels right beside it in Giza that you can stay to have that pyramid view. It's only about 30 to 40 minutes in an Uber to downtown area, which is not bad. I know it seems a little long, like wow, 30, 40 minutes, but it kind of goes by quick. And Ubers are very, very, very cheap. I'm telling you, they are cheap. There were places I've went that were an hour and 10 minutes away, and it only cost me $7 in an Uber. $7. In New York City, that would have been at least 80, 90, or even more dollars. So it's easy to get around. I also had a hotel for a good amount of time on the other side of this bridge in Doki, and roughly about 45 minutes from Giza, but only about 10 minutes from downtown. So wherever you are, it's gonna be kind of easy with Uber, and even if you know public transportation, that as well. All right, guys, so as we are narrowing down this list, we are number 9, and number 9 for me is a tour package. You want to do, well, I would recommend doing some sort of tour package, and even if you do just day tours like the pyramids and stuff, I don't recommend just going, showing up, and taking whoever, because a lot of times that's when the scammers hit and pounce, and you'll get taken advantage of. If you do some one-day tours on Viator, you can get some really good prices. Like, I think we paid for our Giza tour, our pyramids tour, I think we paid $30, and we got the camel ride, we saw the pyramids, we saw the Sphinx, we saw the Egyptian Museum, we went to the market, lunch was included, so that was a really good deal. I'll put that description on the bottom. Also, if you want to tour different cities, there are different tour companies. There are different tour companies that take you around and, you know, put stuff together or work with you. At least I know the tour company I use, iEgypt. Shout out to Joe and Ali. They were amazing. They accommodate you according to your budget. You know, you can go high class if you want. You can go low class if you want. You can go middle class if you want. They have a ton of experiences you can do. Like I went to Siwa, Hurghada, I did a Nile cruise. We just did a lot, Luxor, Aswan, and they were very accommodating, very, 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 very hands-on, and always available no matter what time of the day for any questions you had. And I just really, really enjoyed working with them, and it was a good price. So I would recommend that for you. I will put their link on the bottom, and you can reach out to them and figure out what works for you. But definitely do a tour package if you can. Be with a local if you can. Obviously, for obvious reasons, I don't really have to explain why being with a local will be so much better for you, but a local knows all the tips, all the tricks, and all the information you need that is far beyond this video. You know, they'll know the best places to eat, the best places to go. They'll know if you're getting ripped off price-wise. So try to find a local or some friends. Like I had a lot of friends who helped me around, no money, no questions asked. And if they couldn't help me physically with me walking around, they would send me information, or I would just send them a message on WhatsApp like, hey, what is da-da-da-da, and they would answer. So find a local. I know there are apps for that, like Show Around is a local app for around the world actually, not just Egypt, and you can find locals to help you go around wherever you're traveling to. I can recommend 2 or 3 people that I know personally, friends of mine here. You got Sharif. I didn't even know he was a tour guide. When we first started hanging out, I found out a little later. He's a cool guy. He has a wealth of information. He knows a lot. He's a vlogger. I'll put his link on the bottom. You can go to him, and you know, he can be a tour guide maybe as a local. You got my good friend Abdallah. He does stuff around Cairo. Amina, who was our tour guide for the pyramids and the Egyptian Museum, was incredible. And the reason why I thought she was incredible was because you could feel the passion when she spoke about all the information in the Egyptian Museum and all the tombs and all the monuments and just everything came off passionate and with a lot of love. And I really, 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 it made me enjoy it even more than maybe I would have had it been with someone else who was just like, yeah, this is this, you know. And then I found out she took, I believe, 4 years of school for it and learned about every single artifact, and there's like hundreds. So she's really good. I'll leave a link down for her, and anyone else I can think of, I'll leave links below. And you can also look on your own for tour guides, local tour guides. There's other websites you can look that up too. And as I said, also Show Around. So with that being said, make sure you come with an open mind. You know, be open to experiences, be open to the people, be open to the different kinds of food. I mean, I had pigeon, never thought that would have happened. And just be open to having a good time and having fun. So if you're coming to Egypt, let me know in the comments. Or if you've been to Egypt, let me know in the comments what your experience is like, where did you go, were my tips good or bad? If you have other tips for other people, leave them in the comments. And with that said, with that siren going, my throat is dry. I'm sure you can hear it. I need to go get a drink and go on with my day. But thank you for checking out my tips, tricks, and information about traveling to Egypt. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed all the other Egypt videos. There are more to come. Stay tuned. Traveling with Silent. If you can't travel, just subscribe and you'll be able to travel with Silent. Peace. Until the next one.